Hi, everybody. Hello, welcome to our final episode of the year, our 190th episode. And the topic we are discussing on reflecting on the 189th episodes of Knowledge Footprint in 2024. My name is Prem Kumar. I've been doing these sessions for the last 15 months, and today's episode is all about gratitude, celebrations, and inspirations as we close this incredible year of 2024. This is more than just the end of a calendar year, it's a culmination of a journey filled with learning, connections, and growth. We have done 160 episodes this year and crossed a milestone we once only dreamed of and shared the moments that resonated deeply with our growing community. As I prepared this episode, I found reflecting myself on the incredible stories and articles we've shared across the internet by the leaders, thinkers, mentors, and this year of time. From the posts we posted on LinkedIn, on the embracing gratitude to blogs from inspirational gurus and the other powerful communities on the common themes are very clear. And the year is not just a time for reflection; it's a time for recognition and appreciation. That's what we think about. We should be doing as part of the year closing that we are doing at this moment, right? So this episode is more of a deep dive into our celebrations on the incredible moments, the people that made 2024 unforgettable for us, drawing the inspiration from global community of thinkers, mentors, and visionaries also who has inspired us to do more, and of course sharing the exciting sneak preview on what's coming up on 2025. So whatever you are listening from, sit back, relax, join me in the hour of celebration and gratitude. Let's make this moment a memorable one. Let's start walking into the memory lane and relive the highlights thus this remarkable year has done. 2024 was an year of deep dive topics into the matter, like our 50th episode, where we had Don Bam speaker as a speaker and Barbie Ham being the speaker, and we talked about shields, shieldcraft foregoing a robust security by the speakers, and we uncovered layers of security, cyber security insights, and that changed how we see the world. The importance of security aspect in day lives was discussed, and more lot of insights and how data had to be looked at was discussed on a very brief level on our 50th episode. That was part on the 13th of February 2024. Going back to the second milestone that we achieved this year is the 75th milestone which we achieved on the 9th of April 2024. We had the podcast topic is beyond delusion of fundraising strategies and maximizing valuation, pursuing equity by Chintan Oza. This was a groundbreaking conversation with experts to actionable takeaways on fundraising strategies. These episodes left us a mark on us, and we had great insights from Chintan saying these are the ways that you can look at startup fundraising and how can you maximize the value that you can bring in for startups. Then came in our third milestone, which we covered in this year. Third milestone was our 100th episode, which was kind on the 4th of June, which was hosted by our expert panel and advisory committee member, Miss Aarti Sharma. The titled episode also was called the 100th episode, and we discussed how the journey of our podcast began and how we shared. And Aarti gave a surprise for us, saying that she would get a guest for our 100th episode, but it turned out to be a different way when we entered the session, she started saying, "You are the host, you are the speaker, and you will be talking about." And that was a pleasant surprise. And we had a lot of discussions. We had a discussion on how the journey of the podcast started, how did we shape it up, share the details of the major achievements and collaborations over the 100 episodes that we've done. And that made a mark where we started thinking big, and we started to bring up more and more experts, industry panels, the industry leaders and business owners coming in joining us. Then we jumped into our 150th episode. Sorry about We jumped into our 150th episode, which I am not having a slide at the moment, so I'll share it on the screen, which was on the 26th of September. And uh, we had a topic designed on resilient cities, harnessing digital tech to navigate urban challenges by Sunil David, which was an amazing session that we took over. And we spoke about how cities are becoming digitally aware, how the commerce is being placed, how the urban people are navigating to the digital world. And Sunil gave us a lot of information, and we had a ton of information coming in. And then we moved into our 175th episode, where we had Aisha Tatia, and she had explained detailed how leaders should look at as a lens, why teams reflect their growth, how leaders are looked upon, and how things happen when we start looking at each of the pointers that the leaders look at, and navigate over the period, and how the team looks at the way they look for how the leader works, how we helps them grow. And those were the topics that were discussed in the leadership lens, why your teams reflect your growth. It is more, we spoke about how your growth affects the team who's watching you. That's the topic. We did it on our 175th episode. Now, then came a milestone, which was one of the best things that we got in. We got in collaboration with Cloud Security Alliance for their summit on the 12th of December this year, and we covered their episodes on the summit that happened in Whitefield, Bangalore. I'm very thankful for being chosen by Satyavati Devi, Pooja Agarwal, and Dr. Ram Kumar for making me join them as a media partner. And it was a huge honor and a huge support for us to keep going. And in that session, I met not one of the, many of the best titans on the cloud security uh, arena. And that was a huge eye opening for me to look at how we can bring more and more leaders to speak on the four pillars that we talk in our uh, podcasts, that are uh, first is on technology, we talk on cybersecurity, we talk about leadership and management. Now, how did this concept of think of the four pillars come in? I will explain it later. In that session, we did commit saying that we will have a complete uh, month running on women centric and women leaders sessions in the month of March 2025. We would be putting all women on all the domains that are there going to be part of our sessions. That's a promise that I've given to Cloud Security Alliance as a media partner. Power of Knowing Forum will do a complete month session for the women leaders to be part of our sessions in the month of March 2025. Going marching ahead, we are moving into the next uh, session, where we are touching our 200th episode. And our 200th episode is going to be a milestone for us, and that is happening in the month of Jan. And that's the milestone, first milestone that we will hit in the month of Jan 2025. With that, we would take, it's not on a personal favorite moment. When we started, we did not know how to run a podcast. That's But today we are on the 190th episode, and it's going on strong. Every episode gave us a more strength and joy. Each each of the milestones which we mentioned above is a testimonial for us to drive more and more deep dive into discussions which bring knowledge reachable and accessible. It was it was a reminder that we came together with an open mind. That means the possibilities are limitless. So we got to imagine what happened, that but the real magic wasn't just the episodes. It was about the conversations we did, conversations that continued long after by the ending. Your comments, your mails, your messages showed us a ripple effect of these discussions. I also would like to give special shout out to LinkedIn community, which gave us this platform for us to run these kind of knowledge sharing session. The wisdom that we have accumulated over the 190 episodes is not a small feat. Many of you would have shared posts, insights, and reflections that tied directly into what we explored here. Your words inspired us and became a part of our ongoing journey and connections. Now, looking at the platform, I just wanted to get back to the people who made this happen. The gratitude to the people that we are talking about. This platform, if you look at, what is it without incredible people behind it? So I'll take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate the stars of knowledge footprint that we did in the last 160 episodes of 2024. And our podcast speakers played a great value to us. I am listing out the podcast speakers who were part of the journey with us on the scroll, and you can see the list is going on and on. We have 100 plus speakers who are our podcast speaker. Every guest who graced this platform, your vision, your passion, and the authenticity created a magic we shared with our listeners. Thank you for bringing your unique perspective and making this year unforgettable. 100 plus podcast speakers who share the time which we would part of their life, and the time of 45 minutes makes a lot of difference for us. And that difference, with 45 minutes to 1 hour a session with 190 episodes, we have 190 hours of wisdom collected from various speakers, leaders, and uh, business owners, coaches, some of the cybersecurity experts, technologists, some of the leaders in management, some of the leadership gurus. These people are the people who invested their time on our podcast, which is an amazing feat of support by these leaders in the industry. We covered four pillars of the industry, which is technology is there, then you need it to be secure. So when you talk about security, we spoke about cybersecurity. When cybersecurity and technology is available, then we spoke about leadership. When you have leadership, you need somebody to manage, and the direction has to come through the management. The leadership will drive it, the management will give the necessary funds, the necessary support, necessary guidance. So what we planned as part of our podcast series is having a discussion around these four pillars of the industry, that is technology, cyberspace, leadership and management. Next, coming to our viewers and subscribers. Today, we are a subscriber base of 10,000 people across all the platforms. You have, you are the beating heart of our podcast. Your unwavering support, every like, every share, and every comment reminds us why we started this journey at the first place. And started with zero, and we have a viewership about per month 2 to 3 lakh views, a subscriber base which is zero, around 10k across platforms today. It means a lot for us. This keeps us going on and on. Next team that I would like to look at was our advisory and expert panel members. Our advisory and expert panel members have been an amazing support for us. I am listing them down on the scroll here. These are the people who have constantly and reluctantly shared their messages in terms of support, how we can run a podcast, what kind of a support that they would need. This is how it should be run. What could be the ideal way of running? What could be the topics that are gaining more momentum? These are the people who were part of our podcast sessions, right? And they have helped us immensely, to these incredible advisors and mentors who guided us throughout the year. Your insights shaped every conversation we brought to life. Your support is a foundation on which we continue to build. List is mentioned, as I say, it's scrolling down there. But the gratitude does not stop here. The global community, leaders, thinkers, mentors, and gurus shared powerful messages across platforms this year, reminding us the importance of giving back and staying grounded to to the people that we need to inspire and bring them. Now, coming on to the reflection on the personal front that I would like to do, as I reflect in 2024, I see I see 2024 being an amazing year where we covered a lot of feed from the 50th episode to 75th to 100 to 125, 150, 175, and we are marching towards the 200th episode of the podcast. This year wasn't without challenges, but every moment of doubt was met with incredible support from the community. Our podcast speaker community, LinkedIn community, social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, you. Then we had a lot of other platforms like podcasts. We had Spotify being the video audio partner for us. It reminded me of something I read recently in an article about gratitude. A small moment of recognition can fuel a lifetime of impact. Your engagement turned our challenges into opportunities. Your ideas helped us to pivot, adapt, and grow. Personally, I've learned that consistency is just about showing up. It's about showing up with a purpose, with willingness to listen, and with a commitment to grow together. The list of comments and appreciations are listed on the website of ours, where you can look at the Power of Knowing forum.com, where our people have given the appreciation on the podcast that they were part of it. And I would like to share that website link here so that you can have a view to it. It is our Power of Knowing forum.com. I am bringing that onto the screen. So this is the website. Please visit us to look at the testimonials. Please do read, because that support is unimaginable, right? So I am just putting that on the link. So this is the website that we have all the testimonials listed out. Please do look at them. Coming back to our pointer again, the speakers, the listeners, the viewers, the subscribers list is unimaginable, and we are honored to have such a big audience for us to have this kind of a support. Now, coming into our next episodes, or what is happening on the next, we are closing with this episode. The last episode for this year is this episode, and we are starting tomorrow with our first episode. We are launching our first episode on the New Year Eve, same time 6:30 p.m. IST, where we are having a topic titled as personal brand in the corporate world. That's been discussed by Mr. Thomas Welch, Mr. Sunil Kumar, Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, and myself. We'll be setting the tone for the entire. It's a conversation that is packed with insights, surprises, and the actionable takeaway to the kickoff of 2025. And there we are launching our own way of looking at how leadership can be built in much dynamic things that we. But this is just a beginning here. What else you can look forward to? What we are doing is we are bringing the other formats like dynamic formats where I expect more live episodes, interactive sessions, deep dive series tailored just for you, right? So collaborations with global thinkers. One collaboration that we have is with the CSA at the moment, where we had connected with their summit 2024, and that has opened us a lot of horizons, and we are trying to bring up fresh voices across the industries and platforms to expand horizons. Workshops and community events is what that we are looking at. Learn, engage, and grow with us through hands experience and exclusive events. Taking this 2025 is about building foundations we have created together. It is about reaching new heights and continuing to leave the footprint of knowledge that inspires the world. I'm just bringing up what we are doing as these pillars and how you can look at where is the topics that are there. And I'm listing out some of the pointers where these episodes that you are, these 190 episodes can be viewed is on these links. That if you have missed it, there are tons of information, 190 hours of information that is being stored on YouTube channels, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can have those viewed there. Next, coming into the segment where every person, as we close this 2024, let me leave you with a thought. Every footprint we have left behind is a reminder that we have made an impact together. We have built a community of thinkers, dreamers, and doers. And this is just a beginning that we are having. Thank you for being part of the incredible journey that we had. Thank you for the trust, your support, your belief in the Power of Knowing forum that we have started about 15 months back. And we are going to take a next bold step through knowing the best is yet to come. I'll see you on 1st of January 2025, 6:30 p.m. IST with a new episode. Until then, stay connected. Thank you for being here, and happy to be sharing all the details that you have here. Our next episode is going to be, I'll just bring up the episode that we are going to talk about. And thank you. It's been a journey of great inspiration, and this is a platform that we want to build up and bring up the leaders, budding leaders, inspiring leaders, motivational speakers, motivational gurus, and everybody to be part of this channel. And with that, I would like to wish you a happy new year and closing this year with this episode. Thank you, everybody. Bye for now.